couple of videos ago, I talked about cheap, sloppy, AI-generated patterns that you can find in places like Etsy. But there is a huge difference between those and a free pattern by a trusted designer. Yes, they will be much simpler in design than some of their other gorgeous patterns, but they use it firstly as a gift to the sewing community, but also, let's be honest, as a marketing tool, a way to get you over to their website, and quite often you need to sign up to their newsletter in order to get the downloads. This means that they can then share with you all their other incredible work that they do, and is a much better tool for a business than social media is at the moment. So let's take a look at 5 free patterns that I think are really great and are very size inclusive as well. My first pattern is the Helen's Closet Lunar Tank, and this is one that I have actually, I was going to say just ordered. I haven't ordered it, I have downloaded it, and I'm just waiting for the A0 pattern to be delivered. Helen's Closet has a few free patterns on her website. If you head to the search bar and type in free, you will be able to see all the free patterns that she has. The Lunar Tank is one that I am particularly keen to make up right now. We have just suffered a horrendous heat wave, and I think I desperately need this top in my wardrobe right now. It comes in a size 0 to 34 and is designed for stretch fabrics. It has a lovely swingy shape, almost like a quarter circle skirt at the hem. It's fitted at the bust and then just floats beautifully over the hips. And the big bonus for me is that the straps are bra friendly. That is a big plus point for me. This is definitely going to be a summer staple in my wardrobe. I love a tank top. I hate fabric covering my arms when it's really, really hot, but tank tops often are then very clingy around the middle, which I don't like. It's fine if it's something that I'm going to tuck into a skirt, but if I want to wear it with trousers, I do not want any clinging around my middle. So this is the perfect option and can be sewn in any lightweight stretchy jersey fabric. Next up is the Brise dress by Core Fabrics. Now, Core Fabrics is the fabric shop part of the Closet Core group. They have some gorgeous fabrics to go and check out, and they have also released a couple of free patterns, the Brise dress being one of them. The Brise dress is another knit garment, but this time it is a gorgeous full-length dress, has little t-shirt sleeves, and is really beautiful tie detail at the waist, which creates this lovely ruching across your stomach, and it also has a very saucy little side split at the hem too. It comes in a size XXS to 6X. That's quite tricky to say. And I think there are a couple of areas where you want to get the fit right. So for me, I would probably cut according to my high bust measurement across the shoulders. This is my most narrow part, so I would want to make sure that I'm not drowning in fabric up here, and then I would grade out. I would also want to make sure that that tie detail hits me where I want it to on my waist. So for me, I would prefer that to be right at my narrowest part, but you might want it higher or lower depending on the look that you're going for. In terms of fabric, I would probably go for a cotton jersey for this one, and a plain fabric is really going to let that tie detail and that ruching around the stomach do all the talking. Or of course you can go for some prints and play up. There's a lot of fabric to work with, so a really stunning bold print would look amazing as well. Before I continue with the next pattern, Mama needs some new fabric, so here's a little bit about Freddies Flowers, the sponsor of today's video. I don't know about you, but the pace of technology in the world sometimes really does get overwhelming. So I recommend slowing down and embracing a simple and timeless pleasure by bringing fresh, seasonal flowers into your home with a monthly subscription from Freddies Flowers, taking the time out to enjoy arranging each beautiful display. If having stunning fresh flowers delivered to your door every month isn't treat enough, you also get some extra gifts in your first 3 months, starting with this beautiful vase and free delivery in month 1. In month 2, Freddies Flowers will also send you a free pair of secateurs to help you maintain your arrangement, and then in month 3 you'll be sent a set of sweet little bud vases to continue displaying your beautiful flowers. Sign up today using the link below and the code HayleyJane to get these free gifts worth £84 when you subscribe. Now back to the video. Les Pauline's is a relatively new to me pattern company, but I've seen some of her patterns and they all look gorgeous. I am yet to sew one up though. But she has a couple of free options, and the one that I want to talk to you about today is the Soliday Dress. This dress features a bust panel which is created with princess seams and then a gathered skirt which you can make as long or as short as you like. It also has a shirred panel at the back which is going to help with fitting, and it's going to make it nice and comfortable as well. Sizing wise, she does it alphabetically rather than numerically, so you can go from a size A, which is a 35-inch hip, up to a size O, which I believe is a 60-inch hip. This pattern features adjustable straps, which is a really lovely detail. However, for me, they're a little bit on the narrow side. Definitely not great for wearing with a bra. But I think I could fairly easily alter it either to make the bra straps wider. You would only need to alter it at the front and then it just attaches at the back. Or I could style it with a little t-shirt underneath. If I was on holiday as well and I had a nice bikini top or something like that underneath, that would look really gorgeous too. So there's definitely a lot that you can do with this pattern. The Soliday dress is designed for woven fabric, so would look perfect in a lightweight cotton or a linen. It's also lined at the bodice, so you could even use a broderie anglaise, and if you wanted to, you could add a lining to the skirt as well in order to continue the broderie anglaise. That would look gorgeous. It's definitely giving holiday vibes. It's definitely the kind of thing that you would wear on holiday or in the full summer sunshine. I also think you could very easily hack the gathered skirt. You could make it longer or shorter. You could add gathered tiers to give it even more swishability, or you could swap it out for maybe a circle skirt or more of an A-line option as well. This is a really, really cute dress. I'm very keen to get this one in my wardrobe. Okay, a slightly different situation with this free pattern. Marilla Walker was a pattern designer who closed her business in 2024, but decided to offer her most inclusive patterns free as a gift to the sewing community. She does state on her website that although it is freely available, because she has closed her business, she doesn't offer any pattern support. So you're kind of on your own with this one, but I wouldn't be surprised if you had a look on YouTube or Googled that you would find some people who have made it and have shared any tips or tricks that would be helpful. So of the 4 patterns that she offers, my favorite is the Belminite Dress, which has a really lovely kind of 70s feel to it. It has a front panel and then a couple of different options for big, voluminous sleeves, which are beautiful. There's also an A-line skirt which has a lantern shape. So the A-line skirt goes out, and then sort of halfway to 3/4 of the way down, there is a panel which comes in a little bit, creating this lantern shape. Now that I'm probably not so keen on. So if I was going to make this one, I'd probably remove that bit and just continue the skirt all the way down. There's also self fabric ties, which you could do up at the front or the back, and the dress is finished with either a zip at the back or buttons at the front, or you could do both if you really wanted to. There are 2 different size ranges, a 1 to 10 or a 6 to 14, which goes up to a 60-inch hip. I think you could really have a lot of fun with the fabric for this dress. You could use up some larger scraps of fabric to create a kind of patchwork effect for different parts of the dress, and I think it would look equally as gorgeous in a linen as it was in a double gauze. You could definitely play up the 70s feel depending on the fabric colour and fabric type, so think like a seersucker or a double gauze in a nice sort of beigey brown floral, something like that would be gorgeous. So the 5th pattern that I want to talk to you about again is a slightly different situation, and this is the Sabina Skirt from the Little Pomegranate. Now Rumana, who runs the Little Pomegranate, isn't a pattern designer, she is a crafty content creator. So she has an incredible Instagram and an amazing blog where she shares lots of different crafty ideas. Sewing is probably her number 1, and she was a contestant in 2016's Great British Sewing Bee. So she created created the Sabina Skirt in 2021 as a free pattern for anyone who signs up to her newsletter, which means you're going to get lots of really lovely crafty ideas delivered straight to your inbox. The Sabina Skirt has a fitted, elasticated waistband with some gentle shaping between the waist and the hips so that you don't end up with too much bunching around your tummy. It also has slanted pockets and a really cute little ruffle detail at the hem as well. This comes in a size 6 to 34, which is a 61-inch hip. You would definitely need a fabric with some serious drape for this skirt, maybe a viscose or a crepe, but this is a skirt that's going to look just as good in the spring and summer as it would in the autumn and winter, depending on the colours that you choose. You could also even shorten it for the autumn winter to wear with the good old tights and boots combination. Absolute perfection. And as a little bonus for you, I have a video from a couple of years ago which I will link to below, and I show you how to draft your own loose floaty cover up, which is perfect in the summer in something very lightweight and floaty, but also you could use a heavier weight fabric to wear in the autumn and winter too. So there you have some amazing free sewing patterns which are super size inclusive as well. I will be sewing up the Helen's Closet Lunar Tank, and I will be sharing it in my project diaries over on ThreadySetGo, which is also completely free to join, so go and check that out. Let me know in the comments if you have made any of these or if there are any other free patterns that you think we should know about. I would love to hear. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day.